Hello everyone, in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use config files in Godot 4. Config files are a great way to store simple values such as player settings, high scores on leaderboards, and some simple game saves such as unlocks or progress. They're very easy to set up. First, create a new variable called config. Set this to be config file.new. Then we need a path for our config file, so variable path I'll set it to user. I'll just call it gwizz.config, but you can call it whatever you would like. To save to our file, I'll go to make a quick test function. So we'll call it function test save. We'll first load in our config file, or at least attempt to if we have one. Before we store any data, I'll quickly go over how ini or config files are structured. So first we have a category, and then within the category we have assigned attributes. And those attributes are just a key and value pair, just like a dictionary. We'll first start with populating that video category. So config dot set value. Then we need the name of the category, so we'll do video. Next, the attribute, so we'll do if it's async or not, and then I'll put true. Now we do config dot save and then enter in the path once again. And now we just need to run this in our ready function or whatever else you would like to run it. Now after running, your config file has been stored. Type Windows R and then enter in app data. Head over to Godot, user app data, then find your project name. Mine's going to be config tutorial. And then right there it is. And then after loading it up, you'll see that we have our category along with our key value pair attribute. I've gone ahead and added a few more test values in a category. To load in a value, it's very simple. We'll do config dot load, enter in the path. Then we'll do config dot get value. First pass in the category name, so I'll do video. And let's say I want the width, so I'll type in width. And we don't need to put a value here. However, if there is not already a value in the actual save file, it will return null. And you can choose to instead enter in a default value here. So let's say if width returns null, we could do 720. Then I'll go ahead and just print out this value. You'll see we have our value. Now one thing we can do for organization's sake is by giving the video category a dictionary value instead. So I'll do variable vid. This will be a dictionary. And I'll just do async true with 1080 and height 1920. And now we can get rid of these individual property assignments. I'll just call this new property vid data, and I'll set this to be vid. And now after running the test save function, you'll see that we have a nice dictionary within our video category. And we can reference this like any other dictionary. We'll type in vid data to reference the dictionary itself, and then type in the key that we want. So I will do height. Now if we run that, you'll see that we have our height. Anyways guys, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.